Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic fan, Magic Arena fan. I think I've got everything set up here. My output and such, I guess it's okay. Its volume seems to be okay. Do you like the new camera and tunes? I'm trying different things. And I think we're ready for playing. Okay, what's my goal? I got 1,000 gold, which is not enough for any of the good drafts, and I've already done Holiday Popper enough. So I could do two constructed events, which are 500 gold each. And the rewards go 100 gold, 3 cards, 200 gold, 3 cards, 300 gold, 400 gold. So you have to win 4 times to get your money back. And after that, 600, 800. If you go with 7 wins, you get 1,000. I don't know how I feel about 7 wins. I could play that twice. Or, for higher stakes, there's the traditional constructed. And that's nothing if you lose twice. 500 with 1 win, 1,000 with 2 wins, and then 15 and 17 and 2,000. Higher risk, higher reward. Now this is with a sideboard. I'm gonna try this. I haven't played with sideboards in a little while. I don't know, but I might not even need sideboards with this totally aggro deck. It's just like pure aggro. And I don't even know how I would really change it in mono red. Let's look at some instants for the sideboard LOLs. Hey, welcome in the chat. Say hello. So for a mono red sideboard, I guess I would want something that does a little bit of everything. Attacking creatures get +2 until end of turn. Let's throw some things into the sideboard that kind of do things a lot. Radiating lightning 3 damage to target player and 1 damage to each creature. Sure. And then the Sure Strike. Let's just give this a try. Banefire for the settle matchups. Okay, let me go back to that. How many... Thanks for that, Luke. How many Banefires do I have in this account? 3. Okay, yeah. Good point. Let's put him in there. I changed up the deck a little bit by adding some... this draw card. Is there anything else? Crash Through would do it also. I've only got one, and that's in common. The Flame of Keld, kind of like it, but there's only one of that. Tormenting. Risk Factor has been fun. Let's give this a shot. So in addition to doing a little bit of playing, I'm also going to talk about comics a little bit. Here's a comic I got recently. It's pretty epic. Vampironica. This is Veronica from Archie, Veronica Lodge, and she's a vampire. And yes, she is totally drinking someone's blood and looking very cool in her black leather jacket. And this is one of the comics that I chose for my top 18 comics, comic covers of the year. It looks really beautiful in like the dark, even if you see it far away like this, in the dark, coming from the darkness. Really cool. Great detail. I really like that comic. That cover. Do one more, then we'll play. I also liked Tank Girl All-Stars number 4. It's a very realistic cover by Greg Staples. His style is very realistic. I like that a lot, because these characters can be very cartoony. Here's the Greg Parsons version of the cover. And the Greg Staples version is very realistic. There's Booga. He's looking quite pimp, as the kids would say. The kids say that, right? I'm so out of it. And then we've got, who else is on the cover? Jet Girl down in the corner here with a big old Gatling gun. Just so much action. So this is another cover that I liked for 2018. Alright, let's try the traditional constructed 1G. Go with aggro goblins. I haven't played this deck in any of these events. On the rank ladder, it seems fine if the draws are good. Yeah, it's fun. So how's the stream looking? Not too bad. Everything's sounding good. Play first. 1 land. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I cannot abide that. And we'll have a turn 1 play. Not the best, but down to 5. Yeah, let me keep it, and at least I have a turn 1 play. Give me another card, which was another land. Okay. This deck definitely has a turn 1 play. It has a turn 2 play. But okay, I got a turn 3 play, and I'm gonna. Oops! Here we know what that is. Is it Drake's? Is it Drake's? Probably. Looks good. Sounds good. Great. I really obsess over that. Okay, so it paused for a moment. They must have a shock because it didn't. Yeah, let's pause on that for a moment. Let's play a little conservatively. Starting to fill the graveyard. Oh, they got the Discovery, which uses Dimir mana, but they've got it in their Izzet deck. They have 1 red mana, so that's got to be a shock. Might it be safe to bring out my 3/3? They probably have a shock, but most likely they've also got... Let's wait a little. I'm so aggro. Most of my decks, holding back and such is not quite my strong point. And here, please your go. T3 win, turn 3 win. Pretty presumptuous there. Alright, they're charting. They threw away a lava coil. Okay, that lava coil would have killed my Taskmaster. Well, the best way that I'm going to be able to handle this, maybe I can bring in a Gutter Snipe and then do a shock, so that'll do 4 damage to the face, and then they'll waste their burn spell on Snipe. Sure, let's do that because I've got... Oh, never mind, they've got a counterspell. Oh, okay. It paused there for a moment. Okay, there's your shock, obviously. There's the damage, there's the damage. Okay, 4 damage to the face. Are they gonna panic and bring out their Drake now? Shock land. Yep. That's going to be a 5/4 Drake, but I've got answers for that. Oh man. Dive down. You're only supposed to use that with Merfolk. Okay, there's Niv Mizzet. Lava Coil is only 4 damage. Oh man, I should have saved that fight. I guess... not much good here. Gonna have a big old flyer 5/5. So that fight with fire, mental note, save that for Niv Mizzet. And they're going to be able to pick it off after they play their next card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 8. GG. So, how does this deck handle a Drake deck? It could be very aggressive. I could do the +2. Let's get in those trumpet blasts just to be more aggro. Because it's gotta go in. I'm gonna pick off all of these goblins pretty easily. Pick them off pretty easily. They've got enough cheap burn to take care of them, filling the graveyard, so... Let's see. The opponent splash for the back of Discovery. Could have also their black spells. Yeah. I'm thinking of that Banefire just for more removal for them. Let's tone it down on some of these high cost ones. 5 mana. Let's 4 mana on that. Yeah, let's make the curve a lot lower. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So Vivien versus Karn. I was just thinking earlier, why doesn't it yeah, I have turn 1 plays in like the Banneret. Okay, let's go with this, because this is going to do some great cost reduction if these things live. And they kept, so... I guess with these shocks, maybe I should just be going to the face. Yeah, let's try that tactic, like just super aggro. And this is... They may... That's something, of course. They kept their hand after all. And whoops, out of mana. Okay, good. And, okay, no mana. Have their opt. Kept it. Got their perfect land drops. It's a completely standard Drakesniv Mizzet deck, just completely standard. They've got a completely full hand, and well, I have every answer. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Good for me, that is. Alright, so you can't play Magic without lands, so moving on. Let's see the next opponent. But before that, let's look at another amazing comic book cover. Here we have Aliens. I keep getting this one confused. Aliens Dust to Dust or Ashes to Ashes, one of those two. This has a really cool graphic design style cover in terms of it being not monochromatic, but like the design is very simple in terms of not a lot of color. It's monochromatic. It's got a really cool like element that frames the xenomorph. And the details here, this is by, I believe, Roberto de Anda or Alexander de Anda, and that's issue number 1. Number 2 is this. This is the one I saw in the comic shelves. It just stood out to me, like I need to have this comic. It's this cover is just amazing. Again, the sort of circular design, and the Xenomorph. This one's in purple tones. Just really nice. You don't know what comic it is at all because the cover, of course, is just the art. It doesn't have the name of the comic. Same with number 1. I then found number 1 at another shop. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It was only a 3-part series. Issue 3 is not as cool as these covers, unfortunately. Alright, let's see the next opponent. Let's see how the algorithm works this time. Remember, if your timer fuse runs down, you'll automatically use one of your 30-second extensions. Pro tip. Okay, Nate Cat. Vivian versus Liana. Again, I've got turn 1 plays, but okay, there's a turn 1 play, but then no mana. And then there's no mana at all. And there's no mana at all. Okay, another blue land. We're gonna see another Drake deck. Nope, we're doing Dimir. I'm gonna get Thought-Minded. What's that one blue-black card that lets them look at my hand? I keep thinking Thoughtseize, but that's the wrong card completely. Thought Erasure? Okay. There we go, getting a little bit of land. Thought Erasure, yeah. Why did I think it would not be Drake's? Okay, well, they're gonna have Burn, and they're gonna have Murder, and they're gonna have Cast Down. Let's wait. If we get a 4th land, guess my best combo here is just the Gutter Snipe and then Shock for 4 damage. Alright, they are passing. Sure. Of course. It's a very... Oops. It's a very autopilot strategy up in this piece. They're probably not gonna do a big old Niv-Mizzet bomb at some point because they're not very committed to red, red, blue, blue. But in... okay, dive down. Okay, lots of fun in this match-up as well. Good game. Yeah. Like, what am I gonna do here? don't think Nate Cat really has to sideboard very much. There's just so much strategy they're figuring out. While we're waiting, let's look at another comic. Okay, this one's cool. DC did these amazing foil covers. Hopefully I'm not blinding you in the camera, but there's these amazing foil covers that take me back to the 90s, back when everything had a gimmick. These were some really cool covers. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. It's full burn, plus the banneret. Let me just do this because it feels like this type of player. Okay, got the double red. I'm out of mana. It's pausing because they have a something. There's the shock. Lightning strike. Okay. We're both getting stuck on mana. Interesting. Okay, there's their mana. But not for poor old VM Campos. No more mana. For you, you'll be fine with 2 mana against this deck. So I definitely need more removal. I could take down that Drake if they fall for this. Actually, wait, never mind. I thought I had more mana. I thought I had 1 extra mana because then I could do the damage, then I could do the first strike. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm bad at math. That was a 1-4. Okay. If I get 1 more mana, Magical Christmas Land, I'll do the Siege Gang Commander. 2 blue open mana. Alright, filling up that graveyard. Raptor Hatchling, that's fun. I never see that on these decks. Here's another Lightning Strike. Okay, this is game over. It's very game over. Yeah, nice. Okay, well, I'm speechless. Oh, we do get stuff. I thought we got nothing at all. That's cool. Rogue's Gloves, Merfolk, Trister, and Wrath. He's cool. Oh, I never noticed he had like some cool glowing stuff. Oh, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. Did you ever notice that? The Infinity Gauntlet on his hand. Now let's do a ranked. Actually, let me do on the. Oops. Let me do on the It Doesn't Matter. This totally jank and fun blue-black pirate deck. The amazing combo is a Departed Deckhand equipped with a Pirate's Cutlass. So these are the cards that no one plays at all. And I don't know, conspiracy theory, or is it just me, or have all of my draws been terrible? Maybe there's so many people playing Magic, just the algorithm can't handle it, so... People need to pay attention to the game to play. I want to play, not to wait for the person to be in the bathroom or something. Beyond Memphis, that must mean Luxor. Okay, again, 1 mana. 2 off color. 2 off color. Let's try that 3rd time's the charm. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, the mix is good. It's half and half, and 24 lands. Let's see what happens here. The Russian. Ah, man, my cutlass. And now we are getting all of the lands. Okay, fourth time's the charm. Vivian versus Teferi. I always liked his expression, his pose. It was kind of like, come at me. I will just jump through time. So I remember back in closed beta, I had some amazing decks. I really have seen as like the influx of people coming in pretty interesting. Going back on my old videos, I would really feel that the matches felt very different. Back between like April, May, June, like for the first 3 or 4 months, obviously I was a lower ranked player, but like the decks just seemed, or the matches seemed very different. Well, at least let's take a quick peek over here. So like I had this pirate deck, like when I first cracked a Planeswalker, the what was the Planeswalker? Angrath. Huh, funny. The Planeswalker Angrath. It was so cool. Ooh, I got a Planeswalker. And then I had this Rakdos pirate deck that that was fun, stealing people's creatures and turning them against the opponent. It was hilarious. And the voice acting. Hey, in the chat someone came to say hello. Hopefully I can give you some entertaining games here. Okay, so here, like, sorry, but you have no land, you have no creatures. It's not just me, like, I swear, like, the algorithm, like, it's kinda weird at the moment. My conspiracy theory is, like, there's something going on. Okay, that's fun, but dinosaurs can't swim. Except the dinosaurs like Nezahal. Ooh, 10-10, that's fun. But to kill a Gigantosaurus, that famous novel. Alright, so that deck is supposed to be just kind of a fun, weird pirate deck. And then this is a I totally miss my Selesnya cat deck from during the before the standard rotation, because that had Pride Sovereign that could make so many cats, and then I had an Anointed Procession. Oh, we're gonna do lifelink here with that one kitty that I also have in my deck. But I'm gonna Tribunal it. Okay, they're gonna do an Angel actually. That's not so good. I changed this deck to add some of those Tribunals, and I'm glad I did. Okay, there's that one. Fine. Because I've got Binding or Seal Away. We'll do it this way. I'll seal it away next turn. So it's funny, you may put a counter. I think there's very few reasons why you wouldn't put a counter. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna have to deal with 2 things to exile, which I can. Okay, so 2 mana. Thank you. Okay, let's make a stand here. Wait a minute, I can't make a stand, I've only got 2 mana. So, cool, you are amazing. You got all the cards you needed, plus the lands to play them with. Let's try that one more time. So I've got, this is, a creature deck, kind of simple, with removal. And my cool Mark Pool lands. Okay, we've got an opt here that they are holding on in dire secrets too, because they're going to do it during my turn. This is like the most advanced deck tech right here. Elias. It's the Ixalan Opt. I like that one. I guess people feel like, especially blue players, I can't do this on my turn because I'll feel dirty. So they do it during my turn. And still have something here. Again, they're going to hold on to this with so much covetous. So I'm going to wait on the Pride Mate because there's going to be some burn here. Alright, so you kind of see like play patterns of people once you play enough. There's all of these patterns about like nothing really happens. And there's something to be said about things being thoughtfully executed, but I just think sometimes, especially with some decks, it's just like, you know, it's not that complicated what your steps are. One red mana, like in this example right here, you've got one red mana. But at least I'll be able to Ixalan's bind this. No more enigmas. So I guess they'll retaliate with that shock that they've been holding on to. What do I want to do here? I want that 5th mana so I can do the Vanquisher's Banner, so I can do some card drawing. Guess. So, I don't know, let's do something weird. Let's go with a Johnny. Betrayed by the Auto Tapper, should be an island to dive down here.
Lash out all you want.
Fake. So they throw away that shock. Grasping for more cards. They probably... It would make me feel very good that they've got a Drake in their hand that they cannot play. And again, I'm just completely out of 1, 2, 3, 4. This maybe is Magical Christmas Land right here. Now they're gonna have a counter spell or a disperse or something. Another radical idea, fine. Alright. got something. They could have that one, what is it, enchanting melody or something that would steal my creature. Seven for Drake, sure. If I can make it to my turn, I'll attack. Okay, good. So here's the trick. That'll get bigger. They may or may not block it, or maybe my bird. But then I'll make a stand. Uh-oh, that cat's getting bigger. So many card drawing spells, but if they jumpstart them, it'll lose 3 power. I don't see that often in this kind of deck. So I guess they don't really have anything good in hand. They've got their jumpstart cards, which they don't want to lose to weaken their Drake. And this time, no more make a stand for invincibility, so I'll pause. Okay, that's not so bad. Right at 10-4. I have some more tribunals and bindings and sealaways, but I have a ton of mana and probably a counter spell. I'm gonna torch my bird. Interesting. So I think all of those cards in their graveyard are not going to get jump-started. Because they want to keep... They want to keep it at 11-4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is lethal. And thank you for the land. guess you're gonna do a Sonic Assault. I guess a Sonic Assault would buy you some time, but you don't want to lose. Okay, you had. Oh, you dropped the Niv Mizzet. You dropped the Niv Mizzet. What? Have you ever seen that happen? Everyone in the chat, have you ever seen someone discard a Niv Mizzet to Sonic Assault a creature? You saw it here live. I'm gonna replay it over and over. So again, they've got a hand, they got one card. Oh well, they've got their, what do you call this thing again? Primal Wellspring. One mana of any color. Totally did it for lethal in limited. That would make sense in limited, yeah. Yeah, Sonic Assault has worked very well. Okay, they discarded a Drake also right here to get more cards. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. Okay, can they still pull it off? I guess the strategy sort of is like, what are you gonna do with... You can kind of stall, because if they lightning strike or shock one of my cats, it does 2 damage to me. But then it'll be my turn. They got one... Yeah, they're totally tapped out. No. Guess they might have a land. Okay, there's one red land, I guess. Guess this is it. Unless some amazing shenanigans happen. Okay, you still can't count them out. It's 8, 9 mana, 2 cards in hand, Jumpstart, Niv Mizzet. Okay, fine. Actually, this won't be very good because you're going to be able to do damage to my vanguards. I need to top deck a Tribunal or a Ixalan's Binding, because the Seal Away is not going to cut it. Okay, they're going to go for the face. Interesting. It would have been better to start to take out my vanguards, right? Because then they have 1 blocker and I'd have 3 attackers. They're going towards me. Getting very close down to the wire. Is that it? Fingers crossed. They have... Okay. Okay, well, that was really interesting. And that took forever. Oh, I'm at an hour. Just gonna do one more in ranked. We'll see how it goes. So this is a blue-black control deck. Control, since I'm not, more like disruption. Okay, so once again, I have a ton of viable turn 1 plays, turn 2 plays, but the shuffling is fascinating. At least I'm on a path to Doomwhisper. Okay, here we go. See, that was a turn 1 play. And I got it on whatever turn this is. So we got the Baloth and the Branchwalker and the Vraska's Contempt. Okay, so I'll hold off on a little bit here. I need to tease out that Vraska's Contempt because my Doomwhisperer is not going to handle that. And this one, I guess, will deal with. Okay, I'm happy to get that Sprite Vraska'd. Okay. So I can do this. Okay, they're gonna do a Blanchwood on the Tyrant. And I guess I'll cast down that boar. Land and a Baloth. So this is not gonna go very well. Yeah, so okay. Well, I streamed for a little while. I'm going to wrap it up at the moment. And hopefully there was something entertaining to watch. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. Maybe get in on the Discord down at the bottom, the Discord link down there. See all the way down there. And there's cool stuff on Patreon, videos about magic and comic books, all that cool stuff. So check that out over there, patreon.com/VMCompos. There's free stuff. You don't have to sign up to Patreon. You get free stuff. But if you go up to the higher tiers, You get access to exclusive stuff at $1. If you go to the $2 range, you get vintage Magic cards. I'll mail you vintage Magic cards, or comic books. And I think there's some fun stuff there on Patreon. Think about checking it out. At the very least, thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to YouTube or Twitter. I'm twitter.com/vmcampos. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you on Arena.